Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody out there on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick.com. Thank you so much for tuning in or watching this as a VOD. Whichever you are ending up doing, I appreciate it. The hydration's still kicking in this morning a little bit, and then I'll get some caffeine in, and I think I'll be a little bit more coherent. But we will be doing the normal stream later today as well, for those that are curious. So if you see this and you're like, man, I missed it. No, you didn't miss it. It's still going on. So... yeah, excited to get into things today and see how we can do. What's up, Chelsea? Good to see you. Starcrow, good to see you as well. Twitch chat should be joined up now. Yeah, day stream. You guys haven't seen one of these in a while. What's up, Paper Blade Enjoyer? Good to see you. Egon, thanks for tuning in over on Twitch. Appreciate it. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Jelsey, I'm doing really I've got like a mixed bag right now. Because my car broke down yesterday. For the second time, which is stupid. I'll get into that short rant in a moment. Yeah, so that's making it difficult to work. So yeah. That is unfortunate. It's at the shop. I should be getting a call this afternoon letting me know what's going on with it, and I'll get more into that in a minute. Yeah, I'm still in the stupid Kia, so we'll go over it in a minute, because I am over those freaking cars. What's up, Deaton? Sir Axe, you're hilarious, bro. Welcome to the stream, dude. Singular, what's up, homie? Gooning for hottie. Yikes, dude. Well, let me explain to you guys kind of what happened really quick, briefly, and I will make it very brief. We're starting at 8:08. My goal is to be done ranting about the car no later than 8:13. Very, very likely that it'll be shorter than that. So basically where we're at with the Kia. So for those that don't know, we have two vehicles. We have a 2018 Kia Optima is the vehicle that's my daily driver. And we bought it like January of last year. And was it January? I think it was. And it had right around 80,000 miles on it. It was like maybe, I don't think it was less than 80K. I think it was like 81,000 miles. For those that are not American, and we don't, you're like the rest of the world and use kilometers, I'll do the conversion real quick for you. In kilometers, that's about 130K, roughly. And I've driven it, I think we have 96K on the odometer now in almost 2 years. And in those 15,000 miles, this vehicle has left me stranded now twice. First time, I had just left a car wash, and the check engine light came on flashing, which, if you don't know, that means you need to pull it over. You don't drive those. That could cause some serious damage if you drive it too far. Yesterday, I was doing some work, and it ended up it didn't flash the check engine light, but it came on. The battery light came on, and I think the oil light came on as well. It has been burning an excessive amount of oil. I changed the oil on it about 1,300 miles ago, but when I checked the oil, I had changed it 1,100 miles previously. It uses about 5 quarts of oil, just like most sedans do. It burned through 5 quarts of oil in 1,100 miles. For those that don't know, that's very excessive. Very excessive. That is not normal. Like, even close. It's nowhere near normal. So I was already keeping an eye on this vehicle and checking the oil every morning. Just planned to measure it again another 1,000 miles from there, and if it was still doing that consistently, I was going to take it to Kia. This particular year, make, model, and motor, the motor has actually got a lifetime warranty on it, but only in the circumstance that's very specific. And it is very, very specific. I don't remember how the technical terminology goes. Maybe one of you that's more mechanically savvy knows, but I wouldn't know. More or less, there's one specific scenario where the vehicle will turn off, and you won't be able to drive it. You are stranded. But until it does that, and it also fails a particular test that Kia puts it through, they won't cover it. So you're just kind of left driving, breaking down, getting it checked. Driving, breaking it down, getting it checked. And when you realize that the breakdowns have happened twice within 15,000 miles, I drive roughly 200 miles a day. You do the math. It is... Man, I could go on rants about Kia and Hyundai. The short version, never. I don't care. I do not care how hyped up everybody gets over all the features. I used to sell Kia, and I can tell you right now, this is their track record. The reason that Hyundai and Kia have the best-in-class warranty at 5 years, 60,000 mile, where other manufacturers have 3 years, 36,000, and 10-year, 100,000 on the powertrain versus the, I believe it's 5 years, 72,000, or 5 years, 60,000. I can't remember on the powertrain. The reason they have a much better warranty is because they have to, because they're trying to restore trust, because their vehicles historically continued to break down before 100,000 miles. And when I say break down, the motor or the transmission goes. It's not like it has, like, you know, some weird little fluke issue. They could issue a recall, and, you know, it is what it is. Manufacturers make mistakes. They're human too. No, this is like a consistent track record of just not caring enough to make a quality vehicle. And not even, I'm not expecting like Toyota and Honda and Subaru levels of reliability at Kia prices. But, like, if you're going to make the Kia price, you need to at least be in the ballpark of the American-made vehicles. So, that said, that's the end of my rant because I'm cutting myself off. Short version. Literally never buy. My dream car up until now has been a Hyundai Veloster N. I won't buy it now. There's no chance. There's zero chance. They're a sweet car, but I don't trust it as far as I can throw it. So, and I can't throw a car far, to be fair. But, so here we are today. I have the day off, and I am going to do some tank gameplay bright and early this morning because sounds like a good time. And, yeah. Apparently my alert box wasn't turned on. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, the Veloster N is fun, but you know what I would recommend you look at? It's a lot more expensive. Either the Honda Type R, like the Civic Type R, or the Corolla, like the GR Corolla. Pretty crazy. You should just redline it till that part finally breaks and you can get it covered under warranty. That's more or less the plan. I'll tell you though, basically at this point, just being completely transparent with you, we're selling the stupid thing. We aren't going to keep waiting for it to break down. Because for what I do for work, I'm driving all over the place. And I can't risk being broken down 30, 40, 50 miles away from anywhere nearby. And I can't keep risking it. It is seriously going to leave me stranded. Deedon, do you not think it's probably deserved a little bit? Me that knows nothing about cars, just nodding and agreeing, taking notes, yeah. But yeah, basically, it's at the Kia dealership right now getting looked at, and they thought, and so did the tow truck guy. Actually, they both thought it was probably the motor because of what specifically happened. It basically acted like the alternator died, but there's no way the alternator is dead. And well, it's Kia, so I guess it could be, but like, there shouldn't be an alternator issue at 95,000 miles. But we'll see. Do you guys still have the minivan? Yeah, we have our, not the old one, we have the new one. So we have another vehicle. So basically the plan is we'll get this one repaired. Whether we have to pay for it or not doesn't matter. It's not running. We'll repair it, and then we're going to sell it. And then we'll take, because we don't know any money on it, so we'll hang on to the cash and give it a couple of weeks. Just use the van temporarily for what I do for work, and then either we'll go buy a second vehicle, you know, a replacement for it, which I've already started researching in the event that we do. Undoubtedly, I'll go electric again. It was so much cheaper to drive. And, like, disproportionately. Like, the Optima is, like, 36 cents a mile. That's fuel, like fuel cost, tires, brakes, oil. And it's like 12 cents a mile for basically tires, and I included brakes, but if you're using your electric vehicle's regenerative braking correctly, you shouldn't really ever have to replace your brakes. So, but I included it anyway. It was like 12 cents a mile. It's completely different. So, pretty crazy. So we'll see. I'm not inclined to go buy a second car right now because even with the cash, we'd have a small car loan, and I don't have an interest in having another car loan. We have one, and I don't even like having one. So I'm not inclined to get a second one, but I'm also not inclined to force my family to only have one vehicle, especially as, you know, our lives are starting to get more complex, and we're bordering on a need of a second car. So we'll see. Embrace hydrogen. Yes, obviously. For those that missed it, I am currently Diamond 4. Give you the competitive progress real quick here. But I'm in a demotion protection here, and obviously we can't see the history because of the patch. I haven't gotten to look at the patch notes yet. I suppose we could do that really quick. For anybody who's interested and hasn't seen them yet, we'll look at that real quick. I have seen a lot of heat for a couple of the changes, Hog notably. But generally a lot of people are just hating on this. So let me pull up my reaction scene here, and we'll just read through it really quick. Blink, build, and flip the meta, huh? No, it did not. Paper plate enjoyer. Interesting. But yeah, this infrastructure is a big if there, though, you know? So, let's read through this. Tracer is diving headfirst into Stadium mid-season. Oh, cool. My editor will be super excited about that. He's been enjoying Stadium, and he's a Tracer nut, so that'll be exciting for him. Ready to stir up things alongside more big updates, Tracer thrives on timing and movement, making her the perfect pick for players who like to live on the edge of danger and dart back out before the dust settles. Yeah, that sounds like my editor. And we're adding full support for advanced custom games, plus AI bot integration, so you can play your way and remix the rules like never before. Oh, to Stadium, that's kind of cool, I assume is what they're saying. Get ready to build a whole new flow for Stadium's evolving meta. Okay. I think this was the... Yeah, this is like the skin comp. I don't care about that, no offense. Oh yeah, I guess we're getting into the anniversary here. A lot of, looks like limited time modes, some rewards. I'm going to kind of skip past that for me personally. I'm not super interested in that. If you are, just go look at that. He has opinions, believe it or not. Oh, I do? No way. Not a chance. Anyway, players who have leavers outside of their own group during a core competitive play match will have reduced rank progress lost whenever there's a leaver in the match. I like that. I hope this kind of acts like as like a modifier. I assume that's kind of what they're looking like. I think that's kind of a good change, as long as they don't make it too strong, because like the trick with this particular change is, at least the way that I see it, is you don't want to incentivize people to leave what looks like a losable game. Well, I guess people probably wouldn't do that. My concern is like, I'm kind of processing this out loud. My concern is purely like, you don't want it to get worse because of this. We also think you want people to, oh no, Deaton, I'm worried. This is a good thing. I'm not going to go off on it. It's too early for it. My caffeine, I haven't even had caffeine yet. All right, guys, I've been up for like an hour. It is for high ranks only. The reduction? Okay, I'll have to deal with that later. Yeah, I think that's interesting too, Deed, and there could be some conversation for sure. I have no idea. StarCraft, that's all new to me. Okay, anyway, it's reduced at higher skill tiers. Probably a good thing. Players who leave core competitive play matches and their group members will receive the full loss penalty. Oh, so the player who actually leave. If they're not... Okay, I see that. Leavers themselves... No, wait, okay. Players who leave matches and their group members will receive it. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, I'm reading it. It's just kind of a phrase. Weird. After seeing successful results from Stadium competitive play with lever compensation, we're now ready to apply the same rules to the core competitive gameplay mode. Okay. Okay. Hazard. Damage reduction reduced in Spike Guard from 65 to 60%. Can't really say that I know whether that's a good change or not. It seems like it is. Violent Leap. Damage reduction? Yeah, I don't know about that. This part I'm a little less sure of. I feel like, from what little I understand, I feel like that wasn't necessary. But I'm open to seeing how it plays out. This one I think was insignificant, but maybe it is to the higher ranked players. I don't know. Just from where I'm at, it didn't seem like a crazy change. Ramatra, bonus armor increased. Okay, so didn't they just decrease the bonus armor last patch? Where was it last patch? Wait, they didn't change it. This was in Ravenous Vortex. Oh my lord. I wish there was a jump to top that followed you. Okay, this is getting silly. I don't want to have to jump back and forth. We'll keep the old patch notes open on this tab. And we'll do the new one over here, just in case we need to bounce over. There were Hanzo changes? Oh, I'm already excited. Okay. Oh, well, unless they buffed him. I swear to the Lord above, if they buffed Hanzo, I'm going to backhand somebody at Blizzard. Plane ticket worth it. Prison time? Questionable. Anyway. I wonder why they did this change. This seems odd, because they just took the time to reduce it from one of his other abilities. Roadhog. Scrap gun. Critical multiplier increased. I'm sorry. We do realize that Roadhog was already very strong, right? We do understand that. Like, Hog was not broken, but very strong. But they did take away his pig pen, so they had to do something to... I don't know. I'd be curious to see how this one feels and what his win rate goes to and pick rate going forward, because if the pick rate stays high and the win rate stays the same or goes up. If it stays the same, I'm not as worried, but that means they didn't really make it worse. But if it goes up, they need to consider it. Resource regeneration rate oh god. Why? I'm less concerned about this relatively small buff to Ramatra than I am this giga buff to Roadhog, who is already strong. This particular part, I'm open to. This, I don't like. I think I worry what's going to happen there is you're going to have a very unkillable Hog And that's just not a fun time for anyone. It's just not. People in, like, especially in the ranks that I'm in, like Diamond and below, like Hog, when he's got a really heavy resource, like whenever his resource is more available, has more, like whatever, like his resource from Take a Breather is too strong, it's just not fun. And the reason for that is because fundamentally the players aren't playing correctly, right? Like we're all shooting the tank the whole game, and that's on us. But like, and realistically, to a certain point, you don't actually want to. You have to balance the game around the way it should be played, not the way that it is played in lower ranks while they're learning. So I get that, but I don't know. I just feel like this is a bad idea. My opinion. I'm happy to see. Whenever I say these things, whenever I read these patch notes, I know people will misunderstand what I'm getting at. My initial impression isn't good, is kind of what I'm getting at, and maybe I need to communicate it better. But my initial impression of this is not good. I do think they may have just kicked buffed Roadhog and made him hard meta, but he was already, I want to say he was already fairly strong. Let's see where he's sitting at right now. Obviously it's almost impossible. Look at Master. Sort by pick rate. Okay, so he's about as strong as Zarya is right now. So, at least in Master. If we look at all, which obviously is not the greatest way to look at it, but you still see Reinhardt being pretty high up there. I mean, admittedly, Roadhog's all the way down here with a pretty piss-poor win rate. When was this last updated? Did they say that somewhere on here? They need to put that somewhere, like last updated on X date. Hazard's still pretty strong, huh? Yeah, Zarya is really strong this season. I thought she felt way stronger than she did last season, but like you see that throughout the ranks right now. Winton, huh? Okay. Yeah, Roadhog just isn't played in the upper ranks either, so. Yeah, I think that this is something I think is really important, and especially now that it exists, I think just looking at it, like when we're looking at the patch notes, being aware of the bigger picture, and I think that's why this update from Blizzard was such a big W, is like we could now look at it and say, okay, like right now we can make a pretty good argument that me playing Zarya right now is probably not actually helping me play fundamentally better as a tank, with the exception of the fact that I do actually normally play Zarya. It's not like I picked her this season just to take advantage of the fact that she is strong. She just happens to be strong this season. But we could make a pretty reasonable argument that the reason that I'm Diamond 4 right now so easily, it felt, is probably a combination of what little rank changes they made and the fact that Zarya is strong. That would be a reasonable... I'm not sure that I would agree or disagree. I'm just saying there's a reasonable argument to be made there. Anytime you get above 50% win rate with a high pick rate, particularly in the high ranks, I mean, you have to kind of be objective about it. Wrecking Ball, max ammo reduced. They nerfed him? Mine duration reduced? Huh. Was Wrecking Ball really high up there in his win rate? I mean, apparently, right up there with Czar. It's really interesting. Okay. All right, moving on. Oh, there's Hanzo. I don't want a spoiler alert. Okay. Genji, cooldown increased on deflect? Bro, why do we always randomly nerf Genji? He's one of the highest skill floor, highest skill ceiling heroes, and we're constantly nerfing him. This... Can someone explain this one to me? Why? Any ideas on this? I feel like they just nerf him as a meme at this point because the community talks about it. I got you, Denalid, by the way. Sorry, I'm a little behind there. The skill floor comes from the mental strain of dealing with Blizzard. I mean, that's fairly based. I'll let you guys type if you are. Likely to nerf his survivability and uptime. But why? I guess that's my question. Is like, why? What is the reason for it? Yeah, it's the 0-calorie blue Gatorade too. So, do people really? Is he OP? Am I just delusional? Holy crap! Jeez! No way, bro. Okay, let's look at GM. Okay. I'm delusional. I'll own that. It's even worse than Masters. Okay, W Genji nerf. Not something I thought I would say today, but here we are. Okay. Hanzo no longer have a larger projectile size in storm arrows compared to regular arrows. Maybe this was the reason he felt so strong. Gotcha. Okay, THK. I'm with you. This is interesting. I'm glad they did this because I'm wondering, because like it felt like at the beginning of the season, it felt like Hanzo was just farming his ult like instantly. It was crazy. And now I actually think it may just be because of the storm arrows. Especially with the scatter. I wonder if it affected the scatter portion at all, like projectile size. Yeah, I understand what you stood, Dayton. You're good. That would make sense. They needed to notate that here, though, because I know I'm not the only one that observed it. But, man, I posted that video about, like, oh, look, another Hanzo play of the game, and so many people in the comment section just completely missed the point. Maybe I didn't communicate it well, but holy crap. Oh, he's just a skill check hero. No, bro, his projectile size is too large for it to be a one-shot. Period, full stop. Clip it and ship it. That was my whole problem with him. Maybe that particular clip didn't do it justice, but like the amount of Hanzos I was running into for the first couple of weeks of the season, I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. It is what it is. We're gonna talk about one other thing before we get into gameplay today too. I'm just yapping, bro. We've only been live for like 30 minutes though, so that's something. Make sure I don't get kicked from Overwatch. His regular arrows are super small now compared to other projectiles. Are they really? Because I feel like they buffed it a while back, and he just now anytime he gets a really good strong, their preseason 9 size. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I could see that too. Flyway. No, they did not nerf regular arrows. No, we were just having a conversation outside of it. All right. Let's talk about Torb. We just buffed we buffed Torb? Why did we buff Torb? Hold on. 5% win rate. Excuse me. Pick rate. Yeah, 5% win rate. We should be buffing Torb. 5% pick rate. 49. That's okay. That's across. Let's look at GM. Okay. Fine. We may not like it on paper, but at the upper ranks, he wasn't even close to a 50% win rate with a decent pick rate. Yeah, I think that's it. This is what people need. I'm going to start doing this. Whenever we do like big patch note things, I think rather than just like sharing my opinion, this is something that I think more creators need to do. We need to look at the objective reality of where we're at. Tracers, perk cost increased by 25%. Random, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. It's a very specific thing. It's crazy. Widowmaker, cooldown reduced. Okay, on grappling hook. Okay. Not sure that I have a huge opinion on that. Damage increased. Holy gigabuff Venom Bind. Jeez. Holy crap. That's a crazy change, dude. They just made this so much easier for her to get away and do damage to you, turn around and shoot you. That's wild. What is the easiest role to climb in ranked? I don't really have a statement on that because I struggle to climb in all of them, so. It's a pretty noticeable increase in time before Tracer's perks come up now. Okay. Venom Mine plus a mild cough kills the Tracer. Yeah, that's crazy. Can I go back to sleep? No, Jab. You must stay awake. Tape your eyeballs open, dude. Oh, there's Wu Yang changes. They better have nerfed him. I swear to the Lord above, if they buffed him, it'll be similar to the Hanzo statement I made earlier. Brigitte. Damage increased on Shield Bash from 50 to 70. Is there a dive meta? I feel like that's got to be a lot of this. Was this a dive meta and I'm just completely clueless in the higher ranks? Wrecking Ball was, yeah, it was a dive meta. I'm willing to bet it was just dive. So they're increasing the people that, you know, obviously Brig is very anti-dive, so they're giving her some buffs. At least that's the way I'm seeing it. Fixed a bug where Combat Medic's minor perk triggers on damaging non-player entities. I don't know what that is. Lucio, damage per projectile reduced. Random Lucio nerf. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's true too. THK. Good point. Good point. Wu Yang. I'm not worried about Stadium, by the way. We're going to cut it off here. They increased his rushing torrent cooldown. Isn't that the wave? I assume that's what that is. I'm glad they increased that. They need to decrease its effectiveness, though, not the cooldown timing. The effectiveness is too high. Oh, no, Guardian Wave. No, that's this. What is rushing torrent? I don't know. Healing amplification duration reduced. Cooldown increased. This was a good change. Yeah. Sorry, misread that. I don't play a lot of Wu Yang, so I was just trying to remember. So this is probably a good change. Makes him a little more punishing to play. And this was the best change, though. This was the one area that I felt like was really bad with him. I think Wu Yang is a dope freaking hero, by the way. One of the coolest ones they've released in a while. I'm not criticizing the hero himself. I just think that this was a problem. His damage output doesn't... So here's the thing. His damage takes skill to land, with the exception of just clicking it forward, I guess. But, like, the controlled damage, I don't feel like it's terrible. But I don't know. Maybe I'm out of touch with that. Okay. Honestly, I'm just excited to get in the game now. I'm just excited that Hanzo got nerfed, and I can stop whining about it as much. Interesting, THK. I don't know that I've ever really noticed that, but again, you have to keep in mind, you see where I'm at. It's right here. It's right. That's where. How do I point? Camera is flipped. That. I'm Diamond 4. Like, I don't claim to understand the game very well. I try to kind of share my thoughts from what I do understand, and always open to being corrected. So. Oh, there you go, Deaton. That seems fair and balanced. For sure. I think that's reasonable. Yeah. Wow, we're really voting for Nepal out of all of these? I want New Creed Street. I don't care. I'm giving it a vote for... It probably won't happen, but... Alright, let's give these guys the chance to see the lever pen. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, okay, maybe actually we do leave. God, I hate Mercy. Okay, hopefully my DPS are goated. That or the Mercy just never lets go of my hand. At Nepal, kind of inclined to Winton, May, nah, Farah, Wu Yang. Why are we banning Hazard? Oh my lord. Okay. You don't play warm-up games? No. Wow, we're really... Wow, holy crap. Tracer, Genji, Winton bans are kind of diabolical. That's wild. Yeah, I'm not a warm-up games kind of guy, for those that haven't figured that out. Some of you may be newer and just didn't know that. I don't play warm-up games. I used to, but I feel like now they're just a huge waste of time, particularly because of the fact that if you warm up, you're probably warming up in quick play. You're not getting the same experience you do. I'd rather lose my first game than play a quick play game. Frankly. But I don't think we will. It'll be fine. Wu Yang Mercy. Okay. First game's on in a few days, so you're gonna have to give me a little grace here. She dropped down. Okay. What are we fighting? Nope. Oh, I am dead. Maybe. Oh, I am dead now. Maybe not. Oh no, wow, we got a lot of ults out of them though. We used both our support ults and they used Shatter, Blizzard, Tree, Tire. They literally just have Zen ult, so we should be able to turn this pretty easy. My grab's probably not going to get much value, but torn on the perk selection here. I'm going to go jump ups just to be able to get the height advantage on Reinhardt. Okay. Bro is running it down. Okay. Now we have a free grab. Nah. You don't get to just walk away from me, bro. That was a crazy Zen ult. The Reinhardt kind of threw their game for them, though. I'm not even gonna lie. I threw with that trance. I am ashamed. You should be ashamed, low-key. There we go. That was pretty good. Hey, what's up, Hottie? What do I think about the patch? I think it was... Oh, gosh. I mean, I've seen a lot of the hot takes on it. I think that the Hanzo change was good. He did feel like he was farming his ult really fast. I'm wondering if the Storm Arrow size had something to do with it. So I think that was a good change. I think the Hog changes I'm skeptical of. I think that's probably the TLDR. I'm skeptical. It seems bad. THK, that's crazy. Hottie, how are things though? Everything going okay for you, homie? Hope things are going all right. Overwatch aside. Oh, that was the wrong side. Why do I always get that confused? Oh, okay. Well, that's one bubble out. That's kind of a pro. Oh. Okay, that is, oh, I'm walking into a wall. Hi, Brinley. Yeah, we just... Oh. Hi, baby. Okay, we can probably go over here off to the side. I need a bubble here in a minute. Oh my. Okay, we're gonna try and walk away here a bit. Okay. Got a mega in here. Good night. Okay, he's just holding the shield up here. We gotta go around. Okay, well, if they want to keep him distracted, I've got 2 bubbles coming. I just gotta get a pick. Yeah, we just can't keep standing in the choke. Oh well, I'm trying. Real Ashton. I mean, we've used ults and we didn't win the fights, so they don't have shatter, so I don't have to play as scared at this point. I say that, and then they nano visor. Oh, can we go this way? I didn't even think about this. I'm actually feeling quite stupid right at the moment. Okay. Yep. I just needed to go the other way. The fact that it took me that long to realize that was an option is completely on me. I was hoping we can get that pick. Back around the corner. Pressure up. He's got shatter, I feel like. No sleep dart. Yep. We might be able to turn that. She's gonna die trying to do something stupid, I feel like. Yep. Now we all just walk out into a shatter. Sojourn got a couple of picks, so we're up. Or even. We might be even. They have their tank, though. Yeah, we're good now. Okay, good. Good. Oh. I'm not super convinced on that particular play, but that's okay. Everybody ignore that. Zoning ultimate. Oh, we got someone with it. That's crazy. Who's mad on their team right now? Oh, they're 3-8 Ana. Okay. Yeah. Some strange DPS are definitely there. But we're gonna endorse them anyway. They may not get one today otherwise, so we gotta be kind. Nice. No longer demotion protection. Poggies. Alright. Cute 264 dog and MHFCR. Thanks so much for the follows over on Twitch. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, Diamond 4, man. That's my current and all-time peak. So, pretty stoked on that, to be honest with you. Just check the sub count over on YouTube, man. Yeah, we are 25 subs on YouTube away from 10K, which is wild, man. Grateful for sure. Been working at this for a long time, so to see it start coming together is really, really encouraging, I'll be honest. Very, very excited about that. And you can actually see too, if I go here, last 28 days, this is the graph that's down here. My camera's partially in the way. If we zoom out to the 90 days, you can really see, like, it's been steadily growing for a while, and then, like, from basically September 9th to now, it just kind of grabbed an extra 200 subs. It's pretty cool, man. Honestly, I just don't want Flashpoint. I'm good with either of these maps. I'll give Samoa a little bit more of a chance, though. Looking forward to it, Snap. Looking forward to it.
Select your hero. Choose heroes to ban.
We're at Ilios. Frankly, we're banning Hog. Like, if it's up to me, we're banning Hog. And as far as just annoying, we ban Mercy. That's cool. Someone, like, partially either fangirling or we're about to find out is actually not a fan, but it's literally one or the other. It seems to be fangirling, which is kind. That's super cool. Very kind. Have a majestic beard. I assume you're watching then, homie. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, dude. Deaton, sorry, to answer your question, I'm streaming tonight as well. Yeah, this was a bonus because I can't be at work right now. Cars broke down in the shop, so may as well enjoy an extra stream, and then I'll edit this afternoon. I would have normally done my editing last night, so I'll do my editing this afternoon, some aim training, all that kind of stuff. My beard is bad compared to yours. At least you're trying to grow a beard, homie. Ashton, that's crazy. Okay, a little low. Okay, we've... They're down their tank. We move up here. Watch for Lucio boops, though. They're on ground level. Not anymore, they aren't. Okay, they're on Zara now. That's fine. A little too low to keep peeking. Supports are behind me. I need to... Okay. Get that out of there. Okay, we got a lot of charge on that Zarya, though. Okay, that was a good play. That was actually a really good play. Like, I have to give myself some credit for that one. What hero do I play when I'm not playing Zarya, and what makes me switch? Literally, the only reason I don't play Zarya is if she is banned, and I'll play either Ramatra or Orisa at that point, typically. Do I have a job or streaming my full-time job? I do have a job. Yep, outside of content creation and stuff. Okay, he doesn't have wave anymore. He does have beat, though, for himself. Okay, we are... Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, they TP'd in. Okay. Okay. I am dead. Man, close fight. We should be able to recover that, though. Well played on the Zarya. I'm a beard architect? True. Don't you neglect your wife and kids. Oh, we're still in the year of our Lord 2025. We're still thinking that's going on. That's crazy. Net spend here. Oh, he's the Lou. Okay. Okay, don't stay there. We're... Yep, we don't let them get the ult charge. Low diamond looks like gold. Okay. Alright. Charge has been good. I'm not getting it utilized as effectively as I ought to be. We're farming up some ults here, but we really don't want to wait for it. If I can get some high charge, we'll probably go in with ult. There's Zarya did do a really good grab. I completely agree with the teammate there. That was very, very valid. Do I always go Energy Lance for major perk? Yes, because I solo queue. The other one I just don't see as... I just don't see as consistently viable. If I was stacked, I might use that one more, but... How many times have you been called a Zarya OTP? I mean, it would be fair to call me that. I don't know that I've ever kept track. I do play Zarya mainly, so. And I think even by hours defined, I probably am. And that's okay to me. I don't have a problem with that. So we have a Genji. We're gonna try and Reaper. Yeah, they're going counter swap central, and that's fine. We're behind. Okay. Please, just keep giving me full charge. Oh. That just hit. I have to rewatch that. Did that just hit the Zarya? It worked? I must have been just inside the bubble hitbox or something. Sombra's back in spawn. Okay. He's still trying to own me when he just went 6 and 8. So funny to me, man. I do want to go back and figure out what happened with that crap. I really don't know what happened there. This is a weird one. We're also going to avoid that that other player. Not because I think he was a bad player. I don't think he was. I think he was just distracted by an ego. So we're going to avoid him. He also is clearly not a fan, so let's not take the chance of matching up with him today. That would be very unlucky. All right, guys, we're 22 subs away over on YouTube right now from hitting 10K on stream today. Probably will later tonight if it's not this morning. So, if you haven't subbed to the YouTube yet, you should. I do post content over there. It's not just the live streams. So, what was I doing? Oh, we avoided the guy. And we were gonna go look and see what happened with the grav. I'll pull it up full screen when we get there, I promise. I am so curious about that. Like, what the heck happened there? Subscribe or else. Okay.
400 push-ups before every mission. It works. I promise.
This is still round 1. Wasn't that grab? It wasn't that grab, was it? No, because this was a big grab. We just didn't get to follow up on it.
You must be fun at parties.
Oh, it was. Okay, we're getting close here. We'll just leave it here. I didn't play Overwatch 1, so I can't really speak to that. I'm kind of sitting here AFK again. Oh, I was looking for the Sombra. Okay, here we go. Do I ever duo up with viewers? I don't. I can honestly say I don't. Okay, so what? She walked with me accidentally. I was like, what the heck happened here, bro? Because from my POV, you can't see it. She is legitimately right next to me right now. We are... You know what? This could be a background. Just saying. But like, you can't see the... So I'm in the bubble, but and I'm like, yeah, I'm in it. I'm in the bubble, but I can't see the edge of it. I don't like that. I'm not mad about it. I just think it's funny. I literally... Yeah, let's back this up. Just... Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's the two Russian muscle mommies looking down at you. Okay, here we go. How should I know that's gonna hit the Zarya? You can see the visible confusion. Like, wait, what just happened to me? But if we look at it, in case you missed it, we're gonna play this. Give it a little fast forward. Slow. This is... Oh, hello, Zarya. Russian muscle mommy very upset right now. Anyway. Okay. Well, don't quit the game over it. Good lord, that would be dramatic. All right. I mean, old Zarya is in the 66 queue. Yeah, I don't play open queue. I think that's like the cringiest way to play Overwatch personally. Calm down, bro. You're married. That's not what I was saying at all. What are you talking about? Any tanks you find difficult running Zarya into? I mean, obviously your Ryan Winston can be difficult for sure, depending on the map especially. We're playing Junkertown? That's really what we want out of these beautiful maps? I might give us a chance to not play Junkertown. I'm not a fan of Junkertown. Am I the only one on that? Ah, see, Zanis, I never actually said that 66 was cringe. What did I actually say? Ashton gave you the spoiler. I didn't say 66 was Q, or it was cringe. I think 66 is dope. I do not like open queue. I've never liked open queue. That's been a consistent thing for a while. We're banning... Oh, I was like, we're gonna ban Zarya on your own team. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do my very best, so I'm gonna ban Ball Doomfist. And Mercy. Yeah, I'm not letting you ban my Zarya, man. No, it is not basically the same thing, Xanis. If you think that open queue and roll queue are basically the same thing, I feel like you're missing some thoughts there. Oh, that's hilarious. Someone on my team is already pissed. So we're gonna win with them. I don't know if they're pissed with me or not. I mean, they started out. Wait, what? No, Zanis, that still doesn't make any sense. You kind of look like Zarya? Thanks, man. Both have no roll lock. Okay, 66 is in the open queue format. So, maybe I'm not understanding what you're saying. Can you make the game smaller? I can still see it. Oh, I'm sorry. I got you. I'll just take it off the screen. All right. Oh, that's good. My supports have... I'm cooked. I didn't realize my supports walked back around the corner despite the fact we were holding space. That's my fault. I should have paid attention. Yeah, I played Wrecking Ball a little bit. I don't know that I'd ever main him. Man, our Widowmaker is getting diffed right now. Why are we all the way back here? Okay, I'm gonna try my best here. I am cooked. My team is literally not walking forward. Am I actually getting my game hard thrown right now by my DPS? No particular reason. Are you sure, fly away? Yeah, this is a hater. I do think I'm gonna end up reporting this guy for throwing. We'll watch it back before I do, though. I skipped the mega accidentally. Like, what are we backing so far? Yeah, they're all in voice together. It's okay. A lot of people in the Overwatch community are not a fan. That are just kind of in that place, man. So we still do our best. Move on to the next. If we lose a game, we lose a game. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone in there. That was my decision. Our Genji just ran it down, though. He is actually throwing the game. I mean, it's obvious. He can say what he wants. He's just inting. So. Yep. Oh, yeah. Very unfortunate, man. That's wild. This is when people tell me that they don't think I get stream sniped. I'm only streaming for a handful of folks in the grand scheme of the Overwatch community right now. He's legitimately 0 and 7, and my other DPS is 0 and 5. I mean, yeah, we just go GG. Oh, you. So we just move on. We're going to mute and move on. Do our best. Yep. And I actually do think I'm going to report for what was it? What are their emergency options? Said that a recently assassinated person deserved it. In text chat. Yeah. We report that and we just move on. Is what it is. We just go next, man. We're gonna do our best. You know? Losers like him, you can't let him get to you, man. I responded only in reasonable ways, I think. So, will I ever twerk on stream is such a crazy question. Okay, we got their tank out. He's literally actively sitting in spawn right now. That's just cringe-worthy behavior. Yeah, he hit. Do you see it? This is so cringy, man. Yeah. We don't need to mute both. We just need to mute this guy. And we'll mute, like, basically just Zuku. The other two, I don't know if they're doing anything intentionally, but these two definitely are. It's alright. Yeah. Not only will I avoid him, I'm gonna pin this guy. Anybody who can't do basic research and figure out that the allegations that have been against me have been completely proven false. Okay, legit can't walk across. He is legitimately just running it down. How pathetic do you have to be as a human just to do that kind of crap, man? No, unfortunately it doesn't prevent it from happening. And here's the thing, like, I could do that, but, like, I could legitimately just, like, turn on streamer mode, but I wouldn't get the interactions like we had the game before this one, where I had somebody who was, like, genuine and kind. You're gonna have people like this that try and ruin it for everybody, but I either believe that I'm doing this for a reason or I don't. And this guy is, he is who he is, man. Yeah. So people came up with them because, and I'll tell you exactly why people are doing this. And this isn't like a condescending thing I'm about to say. This is legit. Legitimately, why people do it is that they don't agree with me on certain topics, and they see it as the only reason. Like they see throwing a game or hating or whatever on the internet as a legitimate thing once they paint you as someone they see as immoral, and that's okay. People are who they are. It's all right. I tried. Yeah. They both deserve a report though, so I'm happy to make that happen. Yep. Oh, trust me, I'm avoiding. This guy's getting a void and pin. Easy. Easiest pin of my life. I'll endorse our supports. I don't know for sure whether they were throwing or not, and they seem like they might have been trying. So, it is what it is. So. Yeah, Tao Tekken, that's true, but I gotta say, like, I really want to avoid this. Can we talk about this for a second? This is important, okay? No, I'm not going to report them for an illegitimate thing, Helix. I'm going to report them for what they actually did and leave it up to Blizzard to actually do something about it, which we'll see. So where I get to is like, yeah, what Tao Teching is equally as bad as the folks that were screaming and celebrating Charlie's death, in my mind, okay? And Tao Teching, please don't take this the wrong way, because I think your heart was in the right place. I don't think that they were... The folks that were celebrating his death, I don't think they had their hearts in the right place at all. When you said so many people that play this game are hardcore leftist liberals, it sucks. They're still humans, you know? And I may fundamentally disagree with them at the deepest and most sincere level, but the hardcore of each side is wrong. Like the extremists on the right, the extremists on the left, the extremists on the right that immediately said we needed to jail all Democrats that was so crazy. Like there's no way that that's a legitimate thing that we need to be thinking at all. Just as much as the folks that were on the extreme portions of the left that were celebrating Charlie's death, neither of those should be justified. Period. Both of those, in my mind, are equally dividing our nation, and we've got to fix it. We got to fix it, man. I know I'm just an Overwatch creator, and I don't really have much business talking on it, but I do firmly believe that I know enough to realize, and I think all of us that have any semblance of a brain realize that this nation's very divided. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably legitimate reasons to use that, but obviously we aren't going to. The guy is who he is. I'm going to do something that I've been feeling like on my heart I need to do more often anyway. And maybe I'm going to get ridiculed for it, but I really don't care. I truly believe at the bottom of my heart. What was the guy's username? Venture? Venture, I have no idea. Futa, maybe? How do I feel about Charlie Kirk? I don't have any personal feelings that I'm willing to share on stream as far as his personal beliefs. What I will continue to say very clearly is that anybody celebrating his death is lacking in a moral compass. Yeah. Flyway, thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it. Flyway over on Twitch said, I'm a hardcore leftist and an atheist. So just to be clear, I'm a fairly right-leaning individual and Christian. So on paper, we're opposites of each other. Not that I see you that way, but I'm clarifying why this statement is so important to me, Flyway, and you've been here enough that you probably know my heart in this, okay? So anyway, to continue the statement, I'm a hardcore leftist and an atheist, and I think Charlie Kirk was a horrible person, coming from someone in chat. But nobody ever deserves to die for their politics, and we need to respect everyone, even if we think they're wrong. What I said in the video I posted is very legitimate. We need to learn that tolerance is not a bad word. I don't really think anybody should ever die due to what they believe. True. I'm not even sure how, as a human, you can celebrate a death. It doesn't make sense to me. I do want to make sure I'm clear. While there were way too many people celebrating the death, I'm not going to argue that. The proportion of them, like the amount of them, versus the entirety of the left-leaning crowd, you have to understand there's, what, 300 million people in the United States? Correct? Let's look up. United States population. This is important because you know how big I am on stats. Yeah, there's 340 million people as of last year, okay? 340 million. Even if, let's just say it's not. Let's say it's 100,000 people. Let's say that it is. Reckless, I'll explain why I disagree with you. And I see where you see it this way, but please hear me on this, okay? Trust me, I'm with you. But they aren't derailing. I'll get to that in a minute. Can you trust me? Let me finish this thought, and I'd like to actually talk about what you guys are seeing. Because, yes, a lot of people see it the way you see it. And I want to share my thought with you, and then we can move on. I promise. Okay? Okay. I appreciate it. There is a legitimate reason I do this. But 340 million people in the United States, even if 100,000 of them were celebrating Charlie's death, You have to understand that is a disproportionately small amount of the population. Still too many people doing it, yes. But it is literally, was that less than, let's see, so times 100? It's like 2%? Am I doing my math right? I think that's right. Like 3% of the population. 3% of the population. Round it up. Is that horrible? Yes, of course that's horrible. But we can't then judge what is really, I believe the nation's probably 50-50 on political things. It's part of what's making us so divided. But that means that if in fact it's 50-50, let's just go with this concept for me. Stick with me, okay? 100,000 of them, over 170 million of them, is literally 6%. I guess easy math, I could have figured that out. It's actually 5.9% rounded up. 5.9% of the so-called liberals, left-leaning, whatever, 5.9% are making the other 94% look bad. Okay? Hey, 64 dog, you're not gonna start attacking my viewers. You will be banned from my chat. I'm just gonna give you a little timeout on that one, man. That's not even, if Mod wants to for me, that'd be great. You're welcome to go ahead and give him a timeout on that for sure. You're welcome to think about that and come back. Because you're not gonna insult people outright and then expect to stay. Okay? We aren't doing that. I'll click the button. I got it. Because I don't tolerate that. You can have your opinions, but you're not going to attack people. That's just not going to be, that's where I draw the line. You become rude and you're just attacking outright. Yeah, no, I don't care if your opinion's different than mine. If you're being rude, or if it's the same as mine, if you're being rude, you're not here. My point is 6% of the left at most, and I don't even think it's even that many, but let's just go with it. 6% is causing the other 94% to be looked at as awful by the right, and that's not okay. I am going to speak that boldly. As someone who is very conservative, that's not okay. Just as much as the left looking at the right, there's a lot of things. This is both. Okay, this is both and. So I'm moving on from that point. I think it's an important point. Central point is, do not judge the majority by the minority. If we can stop doing that, I really think we can start to realize that 90% of people, 90, probably greater than that, but let's just say it's 90%. 90% of the United States population, regardless of our individual beliefs, will sit in front of someone who disagrees with us and have a conversation. Or completely doesn't want to talk about it and just is okay with coexisting. It really, I think it falls into those two categories. So there's that piece. Now, let me actually touch on something that there's at least 4 of you that were kind enough to share a concern. And I really want to be clear, I welcome this in my community. If you guys think that I'm doing something that's off the rails, I have not been good about receiving it lately. I have gotten prideful, arrogant, and I'm sorry. This one, I really want to respond in a way that is, yes, maybe a little defensive, but please see it as genuine and heartfelt, and I'm going to do my very best to articulate it, but give me some grace, okay? So, Reckless said you can't, and I'm going to read it directly. Yeah, but those guys, he's talking about the people that were in the stream, or in the game, that got me rage baited, okay? Those guys do that deliberately, to deliberately rage bait you, and they're succeeding. They've derailed your whole stream. You can't let it get to you. They're cringe and probably miserable people. I hope they aren't miserable. I would never wish that on anyone. But I will say, it's not to rage bait. Because rage bait, by definition, the response would be anger, outrage. What you saw from me is frustration in the game. Once we got out of the game, the conversation we're having now is not from a place of anger. It's not from a place of anger. It's actually, I'm not even, and hear my tone. I'm not angry. I'm not raged. What they're succeeding in is promoting a conversation that is a net positive for society, for those that are willing to have it. They haven't derailed my stream. That's the focus of my streams. I create Overwatch content, yes, but Gaming for Hope is the hope is the hope that lies in the gospel of Jesus Christ. That, for me, bleeds into everything else that I do. Everything else. So I'm happy to take a pause and address the underlying problem as long as I am not emotionally charged. If I'm emotionally charged, I need to take a break, step away, and breathe. But I firmly believe that having these conversations is far more important than me queuing another game of Overwatch. And that means that my content is not for everybody. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I've always been okay with that. I would hope that more people would have the maturity to have a real conversation. But I recognize more and more that that's not the case, and that breaks my heart. I really wish it wasn't that way, but it is that way. And that's okay. It is what it is. So I hope that at least gives you some thoughts. Something to think about. What's my opinion on Black Lives Matter? I have nothing to share on that. I'm not going to go into the specific nuances of things, okay? Because there's way too many things that go sideways from there. Appreciate you asking. I genuinely believe that propaganda bots on social media have ruined our politics the way we see each other. That is definitely a part of it. I don't think that's all of it, though. I think that there's a lot of media that a lot of people have consumed as though there is no bias. And there's strong bias. MSNBC, CNN on the left, Fox on the right, as an example. I'm sure there's another one but these are like the three that I'm aware of. I'm not saying there's not more. But they have extreme biases, and it's very clear to see if you just look at the headlines of the same stories. So I think it has more to do with that. And it's not just, by the way, the news media. It's social media, so to your point, you know. But it's media in general, and consuming it without having a self-awareness of what you're consuming. That's fair, Austin. I don't blame you. Deaton over on YouTube said, I try to keep my socials as niche as possible. I don't use them for news or politics or anything. Makes them more bearable. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's almost impossible to completely avoid it, as I'm sure you're aware. But making the concerted effort to even, I don't really think you should avoid it. I'm going to be honest. Maybe that's a hot take, but I don't actually think you should avoid it. I think you should try to tailor your algorithm to provide you with a plethora of different thoughts. I'm not always good at this myself. That's something I'm working on. That doesn't mean you necessarily need to go follow the people you disagree with. But maybe finding some of the more moderate people you disagree with and consuming their content. Listening to it and opening your mind to the idea that you could be wrong. Or, at the very least, that your ideas can be challenged and withstand it. Yeah, Austin, I think I know what you're talking about there. I'm with you. Fricadillies, or as I know him, Ashton, over on Twitch, said, is our call as Christians to love these people the same as we love our family members. Absolutely true. Love isn't ignoring someone or raging at them. Calling out and correcting incorrect behavior is the crux of true love for a person. Absolutely. And this person, I don't ever expect the opportunity to correct them. I don't want it. If they ever reached out and said, hey, I'm sorry, I screwed up, I'd forgive them in a heartbeat, we'd move on, and that would be the end of it. So, to that end, what I was actually going to do before we got started is I'm going to pray for that person. I know it's kind of weird. Some of you aren't Christians. Bear with me a second. God, thank you for this person, whoever they are. They threw a video game. Who cares? It's one game. There's going to be hundreds more that I play. This one won't matter in the grand scheme of life. But the reason that it has value is because it prompted a conversation with people that maybe they don't agree that having the conversation was worth it. And that's okay. They don't have to agree. But I firmly believe that when these opportunities arise, you strike while the iron's hot, so long as you are in a place that you're not going to damage folks with your words. And I know that I have fumbled the ball there even recently with that. Thank you, God, for this person. I want to ask you to help them, because I truly believe that if they believe everything they said in the chat, they clearly have not taken the time to do any research outside of whatever they're fed by whatever media they consume. They've not questioned it. They've not done their own research to dig in. And they're just regurgitating the headlines and the bumper sticker arguments, as I like to call them, that too many of us do. And I just ask you, God, would you convict his or her heart for not using the brain that you've gifted this person with. Every single one of us has a brain. Not all of us use it as well as we should, myself included. And I just pray that you would help this person to know that it's time to start using that thing between their ears and to develop their own thoughts and opinions from the basis of facts and not everybody else's opinion. In Jesus' name, amen. I know that that's not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm sorry if I've offended you in doing that, but I stand by the fact that I think it was the most appropriate response for me as a Christian when someone like that outright hates you. The Bible actually tells us we will be hated. So, whenever I am, I can't really be surprised by it, and I need to kind of get a grip on that one, admittedly. All right. So here's the deal. We are still going to queue. We still got like, what? I think an hour and a half of stream left. I'm going for 3 hours this morning. So, I need to step away for a moment and borrow the restroom. And then I'm going to swap this out for some caffeine now that I've finished my hydration. Quick life tip for you. Seriously. I'm not sponsored by Gatorade, but like, get some sort of hydration in your system. Like active, not water. Water's good too, but like hydration. Get some hydration in you before you get caffeine in you. Yeah. Well, yeah. He's gonna go ignore his family. Yes, obviously.
Duh.
Yes. I don't see you. I have no family. I only play Overwatch. Okay.
Even if you tried.
Yeah, real. Will I be back later? Yeah, so I'll be on. I'm just gonna go use the restroom, grab some caffeine, and come back for another like hour and a half, and then later tonight I will too. Drink liquor and smoke cigarettes. It's like, oh yes, and gamble. Don't forget gambling. You can do it on your phone. No, but seriously, give me just a couple minutes, guys. I'll be right back, okay? I really just came back and someone named showering is time waste has followed. I wasn't aware that we... Never mind. Never mind. I shouldn't be that mean. Okay. I'm not going to be that mean. I'm going to stop. Okay. Sometimes you have to catch yourself, all right? We just go again, man. Don't worry about it. Shower is a waste of time? Oh. You guys worry me. You got 17 subs away from 10K over on YouTube, by the way, chat. Chatting chatters. What's up, 64 dog? Welcome back. I have no problem with you, like, expressing your opinions or whatever, but you're not gonna insult my viewers. Like, that's just not something. I'll give you grace once or something like that, but if you do it again, we just ban, man. That's how we do it around here, so. You prefer to just jump in the pool? Oh, true. That's actually fairly based. That's actually fairly based. All right, watch point Gibraltar with Zarya is definitely a challenge for sure. But we're gonna do it anyway. I've won many games with Zarya on watch point just because I play it well. So, and at this rank, especially from people in the upper ranks, they can tell you can pretty much get away with anything. So at a certain point, it won't happen, and that's fine. But, or at least it won't happen as easily. I appreciate it. When you I'll tell you exactly what you did. You outright insulted a viewer unnecessarily. And I would argue there's not ever a reason for it, by the way. But we're banning Genji? I mean, I'm down for a Wu Yang bang. Whoa, wait, ban. Woo, yeah, wait, oh, yo. Okay, well, now we're getting clipped. That's it, dudes. It was a good career. We had a good run, boy. We had a good run. Career is over. Love you. Hey, honey, Rachel. You are. You are the worst. You have your own in the living room. Get out of here. Spill stuff on my mouse pad, man. Would you let me have my drink back? Oh, I'm walking into a wall. I need. Oh, where's my mouse? Rachel, give me that back.
I know, I'm putting.
Oh, okay. You turd. I really thought you were gonna leave with it. I'm like, first you spill it on my mouse pad, now you leave with it. Okay. What in the world is going on in the YouTube chat right now? Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? Hit and run. Yeah, real dude. Okay, Deaton. What the? Bro, you're a moderator. Get yourself together. Oh? We're already GGing? I'm always amazed how many people still shoot the Wraith form. Sorry, David. You better lock in. You should still have a Wraith form. I mean, we're just kind of... This is kind of nice. Front. True, give the stream a like, Cheddars. Should I grab them out of their spawn? Oh, no sleep dart. Beautiful. Oh dear. Oh dear. I about fed. Huh. He plays Doomfist like I do. Man, his Ana did not look at him one time. Okay, we're going Bastion. That was a crazy play. Oh, we're cooked. We may still actually be cooked right now. Do I play on a very low sense? I play on one that works well. That's all I'm worried about. None of these guys are playing very well. I'm not sure why they're flaming each other. This is a game that I feel like the Blizzard developers watched those last guys throw my game and they were like, okay, let's give him one that he can just get that back. I feel like this is a pity win, you know? Not my favorite kind. I have played Doom before, Nathan.
We will crush them.
The amount of people that on the Moira clip where I was just making fun of the fact that Moira is a skillless hero. Which, by the way, is not a bad thing. I don't hate skillless heroes. I just like people that are like, Moira does take a lot of skill. There are people who say that, and I'm like, no, she doesn't. But anyway, I posted that, and the amount of people that missed the point completely. They're like, you should have been healing your tank. I'm like, we won the fight. I saw a VOD of your Doom.
Let's find out.
I think I might know which one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are they even gonna touch? Okay. I'm not even gonna lecture. I really want to be like, none of you played well. I'm not sure why you're flaming each other, but that was the hardest game I've ever played of Overwatch, obviously. Wow, this person's looking like me on Ash right now, Loki. Oh, never mind. No, I couldn't hit that shot. I take it back. Okay. Nice. All right. We got our freelo. Now we're back to balanced. Perfectly balanced. As all things should be. Yeah, the huge TNT. Huge. I'm down for Hollywood. Honestly, though, I really want to play Flashpoint. I want to play New Junk City. I just do. That's okay. Hollywood it is. I don't hate Hollywood. Definitely the jump up perk here, though. How the match is going? They've been going pretty good, Joker Pig. How are you? Are you doing all right today? Name is Zinc. I just noticed the hydrate. I'm not sure how long ago you sent that. I'm sorry. Chat, should I drink water or get another white monster? What is even that question? Water? Rank feels inflated this season, to be honest. I've heard that, but I've also seen a lot of legitimate arguments. To the contrary. I forgot about bans, so we'll just hard ban Winton. Okay. I completely forgot to do bans. I'm new here, but have you thought about duoing or having streamer mode on so don't get throwers? I've thought about having streamer mode on. We talked about it a little bit ago, but you did say you're new here. The reason I don't like doing streamer mode is because on occasion I do get really cool engagements with people who are actually fans of the content. And the reason I don't duo is because I don't want to, I want my gameplay to be the fundamental core thing that is the same in every game. So that if I'm on a losing streak, it's on me and I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Because I mean, there's no way you lose. You don't lose enough how do I phrase this? You don't lose enough games to have a losing streak, but then also you're playing well. Like, you can have those unlucky days, but the odds of that statistically are very slim, and they are objectively slimmer if you don't have a duo to blame. Right? So, I look at that for as why I don't duo. Yeah, that's exactly the case, Deaton. But also, it's just daytime, so like nighttime and stuff, it's very dark in this room. Big surprise, you know, big old sun isn't out. Weird. Reaper. Okay, we're gonna set back up for next fight. I see why people think ranks are inflated this season. Because I'm high plat, low diamond, and I suck. I mean, I'm not gonna make the argument one way or the other. I'd have to see data to back up this. The claim is my thing. Okay, we're already moving forward here. Let's just try and. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, we like hard bailed. I probably die here if I'm not careful. Yeah, we probably, well, no, we don't. I don't think we can do much. We're gonna try. Nah, we don't recover that. We just back off. Because I didn't have a DPS up either. That was just kind of one of those, you try and get some charge, get out of the LOS now. We need to leave. I know we could get ult charge. I'm grabbing the Mega to get back in the fight faster though. Okay, they went Valk. No shield up. Okay. That's our Genji. I got a little confused. Oh, okay. Okay, we drop down, grab them. That's not up. Okay. Where is our Genji? Okay. Grab the mini. Then he went hazard. Yeah, our Reaper may actually just... We're gonna try and just kind of back out a bit here. Oh no, I walked off. Yeah, I die there. My fault. Misplayed it. Was standing out in the open. They get the point there too. Yeah, good round on their part, or good point, for sure. I didn't play that very well. That was a very poor grab, but we just walk out. We don't commit to it, we just walk away. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We just keep backing out here. Okay. That's a bob. I'm walking into a bob like a moron. Perfect. Yes, that is more or less the case, by the way. But your name showering this time waste is absolutely hilarious to me. I did have a genuinely big laugh on that one for sure. 16 subscribers on YouTube away from hitting the big 10K. What's up, Jebby? There's a name I haven't seen in chat in a while. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Game and stream at 11 a.m. I know, crazy. Best bubble usage you've had? Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm curious. I have to look at my charge, but I feel like it's done pretty well. Yeah, 60%. Anything above 50%, I feel like is pretty good. Ash, that's crazy. Gameplay's been improving a lot. Keep it up. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I'm really trying. Zarya is also very strong this season, so we have to keep that in your brain. I think I've played maybe 2, maybe 3 other games. There is something I wanted to show you guys, though. Remind me after this game to look at my career profile and go over the hours versus the long time that I've played the game. I think that's something that I want to turn it into a vertical, I think. Like a short. Because I think that too many people do not understand just how little I play. Oh, Chevy, that's pretty dope. I've always wanted a zipline. And we're already out. They're already down one. It's okay. Okay. They are heavily down. Yeah, this Ash is very... I probably don't survive that if I stay, because I heard the Sigma come in, so... Oh my. Wow, I just got bursted down. Good job on their part. I played poorly. I was out in the open in front of all of them. Just a bad decision on my part. I haven't seen her banned once today so far. But when she does get banned, I either play Orisa or Ramatra, just kind of depending on what I'm feeling. Nice. Okay, that's fine. We walk out. We enable that play. No. Nope. Try and get out of LOS at least. Go ahead, shoot me. Hey, Jebby, you owe me a zipline. You said if I won, you would give me a zipline. Yeah, Jebby said he'd buy me one if I won that game. We won the game, bro. You owe me a zipline. Yeah. Hi, Cass. You want to come sit? You okay, honey? Okay. We have it in writing. That's true. It's actually a written contract. You want to come say hi, Bubba? What? Come here. Hi. Hi. What we do? Oh, is that my microphone? What? Every one of my kids has been just fascinated. Would you stop it? You stop it. You stop it. You stop. You stop. No. That's my microphone, Cassian. He's like, what the heck? You moved it. Did you guys see that? He went, guys. Yeah. Ah, Cassian. Hey. You quit being a turd. You dub it. We are like one really good win away from hitting Diamond 3. The children yearn to create content. Yes. They are yearning for it. Would you quit it? He's like, give me that. Bro is saying, can I get the mic a little higher? Give me that. You turd. Oh, you see you? Is that you? He's like, where is I? Oh, there's two of me. He's looking at the camera. It's got a little flip up LCD. So he's looking at that and then he's looking at the little feed in OBS. No. 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 No, 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 no. What are you doing? No. You are a turkey. No. No. Look at him. He's pushing my hand out of the way to get to the microphone. No. Who is that in there? Who? No? You're going to eat your fingers instead? No, you're distracting me. Why are you... Why? Why are you beating me? Hey. I'm going to get those feet. Tickle, 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 tickle. All right. You go back, Mama, and go and have your nappy. I'll keep it down.
Better.
Fighting words. Genius distraction. I'm not even gonna lie, right? Just munch on my fingers. Dad will have no idea I'm gonna grab for that microphone. And truthfully, I had no idea. So I mean, it worked, bro. It worked. Armpex, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. What an interesting name. 15 subs on YouTube away from hitting 10K. If you guys haven't subbed to the YouTube yet, you should go do that. Vote for my map. Okay, I guess I will. We haven't gotten to play any Flashpoint today. I really unironically wouldn't mind playing Flashpoint. We get to play Flashpoint. Bless you. Lucky CS, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch, homie. Hope you're having a good one. What's the focus for today? We may actually hit a new peak with this game. Diamond 3. My wife is also excited for me. In case that was not clear. Are we banned Mercy? I stand this. I'm here for it, dude. Except we want Reinhardt. May Mercy for a Flashpoint map where I'm going to play Zarya. Even if we lose it, it's alright. I'm going to do my best and we're going to call again. Why is there an air horn going off behind you? My wife is excited. What drink are you sipping, my awesome uncle? I am currently... Normally I drink Freshen Up Energy where you can use code HOPE at checkout for 20% off. But right now... I don't believe they have a flavor that's similar to this. I haven't seen it anyway. It's called Sherbet Swirl. And it literally tastes like, if you're familiar with the American, and actually I don't know if it goes outside the US, Fruity Pebbles. And obviously sherbet, the type of, like, frozen dessert. It's super tasty. This is my favorite flavor, bar none. The second to it, though, would be Pink Slush. Also a really good one. I honestly, if I can get enough sales, I can create my own flavor. So that may be our flavor. I have to double check. They may actually have one. You like the cherry slushy one? I'm not a cherry guy. So.
If anyone requires my assistance, please inform me.
Oh, neither of them going Tracer? They both selected Tracer. One of them's being nice. And now the other one's not picking Tracer. We're on Sim Genj? Interesting. What would the Game It for Hope flavor be? We call it Hopium, dude. Rest in peace, the team, but the flavor lives on. Oh, oh, I thought we were. Oh, why did we not go? I saw the TP. No one went with me. My fault. My fault. I shouldn't have thought that the Diamond players were going to coordinate. My fault. That or they are and they're in VC. And that either way, it's just completely on me. And now I lose us our first fight. Unlucky, to be honest. Okay, he has no fire strikes left. We don't really want to go through the choke point here. We are sort of even. I don't have, okay. Okay. We cap. Sloppy first fight, but that's okay. The team is still around. They did rebrand pretty quickly. They felt like Hopium was, while we all agreed on the name initially, they felt like it was more associated with me, which is fine. Not that they had any issue with the time with associating with me. Apparently that has changed, and that's fine. They're their own people. They're allowed to think what they want. Our Sombra's down. We don't want to get shattered or pinned. I am cooked, aren't I? Oh? No, we lose this. Oh, we don't lose this. Yeah, we do. If Arcuno doesn't stop shooting the enemy instead. Oh, maybe we actually turn that? No, that's not looking good. We just burned a bunch of ultimates. Yeah, we don't get there. Going there would be... Why are we all the way back there? Oh, okay, we leave. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what we're cooking. Why didn't you go? Because you lose that fight and you move on. Like what? You don't. That was not a winnable fight. We just fed our brains out. We did have a good cap. I get where they're going, but like, honestly, I probably shouldn't have done the jump perk on this map. That's okay though. Oh no. I am throwing. It's Jover. It's Jover. What? How did I get pushed off the map? I actually don't know how I got pushed off the map there. That's crazy. Okay. Sour black cherry? I'm pretty sure they have a sour cherry. Or like a limeade, I guess. That's really what it boils down to. Okay. Bro. This Ryan's really good. Very annoying. I would like to think a 2v1 is winnable, though. Or a 2v4. It's not. We're going to lose a 2v4. What? That's crazy that we're telling me to get off Czar. Okay. I'm going to ignore it and move on. Ashton, that's hilarious, bro. Alright, time for the comeback arc. Okay. No. Bro, I am really sick of this Ryan already. Dude, this Ryan is just getting these crazy charges off. Oh, bro. This Ryan and Lucio are doing great. I can't be mad. They're playing so well. You're live. That is true. That's crazy. Yep, it is crazy. It's even crazier that you know, which means you're watching. Yep, should have seen that one coming. Better not report that specific one. It's this one we're reporting. We're just gonna move on. We just report and move on. We're gonna avoid him as a teammate so I don't accidentally get my game thrown by him. Second time today that someone has said some ignorant crap like that too. It is what it is. We lose that game. I didn't play very well at all. Like you know, like the toxicity aside, I did not play well at all. So, consolation, yeah, that makes sense. We got ran over. Is there a reason you don't join team chat? That right there. That is unfortunately why. Because if I end up with somebody on my team that is a outright hater and says ignorant stuff like that, that's just it. So, just goes very, very poorly, very, very quickly. It's unfortunate. Why don't I do streamer mode to avoid trolls recognizing you? I should probably have a keyword at this point, as many times as I get asked that, but in short, because I do want to have the positive interactions I do sometimes get, and I think those are worth the trade-off. So. If you're looking at strictly the number of engagements that are positive versus negative, you're absolutely right, William. But if you're looking at it as, like I am, where the positives outweigh the negatives, even if it's only 1 out of every 15 games, it's worth it. That's the way I look at it. Antarctic Peninsula. We don't want Winton here as a Zarya player. We do not want, I would say May. Mercy. Yeah, it is weird, isn't it, Deedon? It's all good, though. He is who he is, man. True. Ashton, true.
We will crush them.
We should begin.
As good as I am with a bow, I promise you, I was better with a sword.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1.
Yes, make the gameplay smaller. Think it disappear. All right, here we go. Focus up. We can win it. Don't matter. Oh, we walked off the point. Should be an easy retake, though. Good lord. Oh, okay, we've hardcore given up high ground. Oh, we're really committing here. Oh, we're really committing here. Everybody skew. Holy cow. I'm gonna have to make sure I hang on to my grab to win this last fight we need to win. Honestly, lucky that's based. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we just die here. We get out maybe with our charge. I don't know. I mean, oh my gosh, we got an ult out. That's crazy. That was worth it. At first it wasn't going to be, and then their Reaper committed an ult. That's crazy. Oh, they're down Moira. We committed our Hanzo ult for some reason. The guy is legitimately only alive because I used that. She's actively looking for pulse. Just denying the pulse. Least like child has to play tank. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Hydrate. I got you, Joker Pig. Hydrating with caffeine, so maybe a little counterproductive, but I got you. Thank you for the follows over on Twitch, by the way. I appreciate it, guys. Over on the YouTube front, we are currently at 9,987 subscribers. If you're on YouTube, hit the sub button. It's right there for you. If you're on Twitch or Kick and you want to support me over on YouTube, I would really appreciate it. We're about to hit 10K over there. And you can, yeah, go exclamation point YouTube, I believe, in the chat. Should work. Let me know if it doesn't. But if I hit the sub button, he'll lose one. Oh, well, that would be the unsubscribe button. So that's not the same button, smarty pants. They have the Hanzo. Doing a really good job not shooting my bubble. Yeah, I'm having a harder time getting energy this fight for sure. Okay, Kiri has no way out. Okay, so they aren't doing the self bubbles as much, so we're gonna have to project bubbles more for charge, which is fine. Man, they're still not doing it. Good for them. Okay. That's gonna be Hanzo ult. Wow, that was a great Hanzo ult. He didn't look like he was looking this way. Great Hanzo ult. Well done. I'm just not getting any energy. So who are they shooting the most? They don't have a lot of picks, so they just have really good control. So I just gotta wait a little bit longer. I think it's actually the bigger problem right now. Let me let them farm me down a little bit further. Can't help you, buddy. Ah, that was a good combo there. Can't be mad at the combos. Man, my energy is just not good right now at all. I've got to get that up. I'm literally losing fights because of it. Yeah, I don't get to... Dude. Man. That was very unfortunate. They are doing really well with their combos. They should have Hanzo ult, I think, at this point. Is pretty much it. So if we can... If I can just actually get value out of mine, rather than just spitting mine out for no reason, we should be okay. And I need to get better ult charge. I airballed it. Man lost us to fight for it. Man. My fault. Completely my fault. That round is completely and totally on me. Completely. That ult should have saved the fight, but I thought I could hit the edge and shot just over it. So, unlucky. We move on to the next round. They did play a couple of really good ultimate combos. Props to them. What's up, Goes? How long am I on for today? I'm on for like roughly another half an hour. And then I'll be on later tonight as well. Doing a 2-stream day. So my normal time tonight, 7 to 10 p.m. Central. Well, I guess it's the new normal. Starting this week, I was going to start at 7 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. So 7 to 10 p.m. Central tonight, and then we'll finish up here in the next 30 minutes of this one. My charge is my primary issue. That's all I'm going to worry about right now. Okay, starting off a lot better. Okay. I probably die here. Yep. Miss Sojourn. Wait, there Zarya is just running it down. How are we? Whoa. She's supposed to have better charge. She's doing more. No, she's doing a similar amount of damage. A teeny bit more, but nothing. I think I just overextended. I'm going to review this one. I'm honestly not sure what's going on right now. I'm going to be completely transparent. I actually have zero idea what to do at this point. Okay, we got point. Yeah, we get that pick and we walk back. We don't get greedy. I was hoping to get the Moira because she didn't have fade. Nice shot. Great Hanzo ult. Great shot from him as a follow-up. They did burn 2 ultimates to win that, and their Hanzo's he carried that fight. Good for him. Those were some great shots.
My armaments are ready.
Hey, no. Grab the mini.
All systems go.
Bro. Bro. Oh my lord. Oh, I'm so frustrated with myself. Man, I should have won that. I missed the right click, ran out of the ammo, just missed the timing. Oh, and now we're grabbed. That's it. We got an ult. We gotta use it. We gotta walk. Yeah, I threw that game. We'll go back and review that one. Unlucky. I just, like, a couple of my grabs were just horrible. GG tank diff. Bro, you're 20 and 10. Don't get egotistical. I'm not even going to respond to somebody that clueless. If he really thinks that he isn't part of the problem too, he's just not paying attention. Their tank got 1 less death and 8 more limbs, but their DPS also outperformed too. So, super unlucky. A couple of those losses just really sucked. Reversal, yeah, we had every reason to win that, so fair enough. Dang. So give me just a second. I'm gonna give myself a minute. I'm gonna borrow the restroom real quick. I'm really frustrated, not with my teammates, but with myself. So rather than take that out, I'm just going to move forward. So Poltergeist, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here, man. I have a suspicion you were our Cassidy from last game, so I expect I'll hear from you here in a few minutes when the thing is done. I'll be right back. Okay, chat. So, my charge was low. We're going to look over that game and figure out my bubble usage, because I guarantee you it was the bigger portion of the problem. Let's review it. And it's not to say there isn't anything else that could be going on, but there's definitely, objectively, I could have done better with my bubbles, because if we look at, and I can show you why, anything under 50% is really bad charge. That's the wrong button. We had 28% average energy. It got better because it was 18% most of the game, which means I was figuring it out, but it still wasn't figured out. So knowing that I started figuring it out towards the end, but the averages didn't help, we're going to look at the very beginning, very first round, and simply look at bad bubble, good bubble, and keep moving on. If it was bad, it was bad. We look at why it's bad, and we move on. So let's make sure the settings stayed from earlier. They did. Fantastic. Oh, we're in the fight here. My bad. Okay. And play it slightly faster just to speed this part along. Good bubble. I would say good bubble. Really good bubble. I need to walk up there. A few other mistakes I'm noticing, just like not getting aggressive enough, dropping from high ground there. A lot of other mistakes. Yeah, losing the high ground here made us lose this point quite a bit. I needed to commit and go up. Good bubble. Good bubble. I need to walk forward here. Playing a little too careful. Not a good bubble. Both of those bubbles were actually terrible. So, and I'll tell you why. So we're gonna back up. Excuse me. First bubble was used, I believe I hadn't even broken through my shields in my health bar. Yep. This is a bad bubble. This is a very bad bubble. Because I used it too early, I didn't get any value from it. We got 4 charge. It's not anything worth mentioning. Okay, the second one, not the worst bubble, because I was taking a lot of pressure. I was under health, but I also could have just backed up sooner and I would have been able to, you know, again, we can get into the nuance of it all, but we're going to kind of move forward here. So far, this first round has just been, like, I've had decent bubbles, but I'm still not getting good charge. Core fundamental at this point is that it almost looks like I'm just... Yeah, bubbles were there. We're fine. They weren't great. I didn't get max. Yeah, that one was terrible. Yeah. Bubbles didn't look awful at the end here, but like mostly what I'm seeing is like I'm using them too early, so they aren't getting enough value. That's what it boils down to. Like I used them a couple times really well on our Genji when he engaged, got some good charge off of that. Did it a couple times when I was low and they were still putting pressure on me. I got some good value off of that. But there were a couple times where I was just triggering it early. So we're gonna play one more game and we're just gonna continue to focus on our bubble usage. Because I think I've been doing pretty well today with that. This was just like a game where it didn't really go as well as I had hoped on that sense. I'm good with any of these, to be honest. You somehow got Diamond 2? Nice, dude. You're a tank player, right? Do I remember that right?
Select your hero.
That's what I thought you were a JQ one trick. Okay. Ashton. Apparently you're in my game. On Esperanza. I would love not to play into Winton. Would love not to play into probably either Freya or Farah. I'm gonna go Farah. Murky. You got a guy in here whose name is Ashton. So we're gonna ban Mercy Winton. Yep. No, I know it's not. I know. I'm just giving you crap. Ooh, a Moira player. Moira Mercy. yeah, real Ashton. My Blizzard name is old and rather awful, but that gave me a name idea. Oh no. I will say we haven't seen a lot of the same people, which surprises me considering it's a it's not Monday, a Wednesday morning. All right, bubble usage. It was Zen. They are also on Zarya. There was Tracer, I think I heard. Really early bubble there. Oh, we are cooked. There we go. Much better bubble usage already. Not perfect, but much better. Poor prediction. That Tracer should win that, though. Yep, knew he would do that. We're gonna come back around. Don't want to be here when he turret forms. Nice. Welcome to turret form. Nice. Yeah, that's unfortunate though. I lost just that. Overextended. Should have known that turret form hadn't been used yet. I need to try and get the Zen out early to avoid losing all value from my ultimate. Can I get up here? Yep. Okay. Oh. Energy's already a lot higher. They're swapping off the Zenyatta. I'm so cooked. We just backed off and I didn't even realize we were backing off. I stepped too far forward and yeah, frustrated with myself, man. Not my teammates' fault at all. My death there was completely on me. I thought about I was focused too much in tunnel vision on the Hanzo to not see the Bastion coming. Oh. Let's see, where are we at? We got, who is this? Wu Yang? Okay, we can go. Oh my gosh. Nope. Guys. Here we go. Jeez. Okay. Average energy still looking decent. Getting a little worse though. We still have 3 big ults. Oh. Gosh dang it. I don't know how Wu Yang's ult works. I went in with it just to see. Limit testing. That was a bad play on my part. Appreciate it, Dark Phoenix. But they may gain lead here, almost for sure. Dang it. I don't think I can get there. Okay. I mean, we gotta go in. Tracer dies, we lose point. Man. Ryan blocked it, so the Ryan played it well. Oh, we blade. Oh, we get a pick. Oh, we turned that with blade. That's actually a big blade. Massive. At the very least, we're delaying it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Bro, why couldn't I see that it was red on my screen? Did anybody else see that? Normally it changes color on the screen when you're starting to get low. Right? Am I tripping? Bro. We get some charge out of it at least. We're gonna have to turn this though. Why can't I get up there? Okay, that is not usually an issue. Okay, they got a big lead there, but we should be able to push it back, so it's okay. I am. Oh. Okay, bro. I hate Bastion. I was a bad grab. It was meant to get away, but I didn't even get away with it, so I just lost all the value from it. Wait, we're still pushing the point. Huh? Bro, did our Moira ran to the point instead of coming to help me? Now I understand what happened. Okay. He has shatter, or no, he just used it. My fault, man. My charge was a lot better, though. My fault. My fault. I maintain that Hanzo's still too strong. Yeah, that's just on me. I did a lot better than the previous game, though. That's not a C9, bro. Oh my gosh, people are stupid. It was winnable. Yeah, it was. It was winnable. But I played a lot better than the previous game, so. I did, and that's my thing. Like, I hated losing that one because I know I could have done a lot better. But, like, I know I played better than the previous game. And for me, that's a win. I really do chalk it up to that. Thank you for all the follows over on Twitch, by the way. If you guys haven't subbed over to the YouTube real quick, you should do that. Right now, we have 13 more subscriber points over... Subscriber points, what am I saying? 13 more subs on YouTube and we'll be hit 10K. You should go over there and sub if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys later tonight. We are doing the normal stream, 7 p.m. Central until 10 p.m. Central. So we'll play some more then and almost undoubtedly hit Diamond 3 tonight. I think if I give myself a break, we'll be in good shape. So I'll catch you guys later tonight. All right. Until then, this is Gaming for Hope. I'm signing off.